I had some time to burn, so I thought I would make another YouTube video. This one is about the wooden writing box that you see in front of you. This was a restoration project which I bought about a month ago. I won this at auction, no one else wanted it. And I just think it's a really neat little box. This was made in the, I'd say, mid 1800s, 1840s, 1850s maybe, and it's in pretty good condition for its age. And it was definitely one of the easier restoration projects that I've undertaken. So what we have here, like I said, is a writing box. Pretty bog standard shape. Nothing too special about it, but I thought I'd go ahead and try and fix it up anyway. So the first thing I had to do was to get a new key for this box. And this is one which I had in my collection. I picked it out, I filed it down a bit to fit the keyhole and fit the lock, so that goes in there like that. It turns over, as you can see, and then to have a look at the inside, this comes up and down, and here we have the inside with the beautiful original green velvet skiver. And up the back we have spaces for inkwells, pens, stamps or nibs in here, and then underneath here you would have space for pencils, erasers, paper clips, all that kind of stuff, all stored away in there, and then this just drops on top. And then we have the writing surface made up of the two wooden leaves and the skiver that goes over the top. In here would be storage for papers, documents, envelopes, all that kind of stuff. In here is more storage, so that just pops up like that. That closes like so. Fixing this box was both easy and difficult. It was made easy because the skiver was in pretty good condition. The glue underneath this was starting to wear out, so I had to very carefully glue this thing back and apply pressure to it to keep everything together, because these old boxes are not held together with any hinges or pins or screws. These wooden leaves just lift right out. If this is damaged in any way, the whole thing just falls apart. So I can demonstrate that to you quite easily just by opening this. And here you can see that there's no hinges or glue or rivets of any kind in there. The only thing that holds this onto the box is this. So preserving this was extremely important, because once this is gone, the entire piece has to be removed and the entire piece has to be replaced, and it has to be glued down and smoothed down and cut to a very exacting shape, because if there's any imperfections at all, it doesn't work. If there's too much fabric, if it's not laid properly, if it's not glued properly, then the entire thing just falls apart, or it doesn't work. So that was very important. So once I'd secured the skiver, the next thing was to fix the little latch down here in the corner. Years decades of opening and closing, opening and closing, opening and closing, had worn down the little latch here, so that the little brass catch, which is this little thing here, wouldn't catch the lip, and it kept flopping around, and that was putting a lot of strain on the skiver, which would eventually rip and tear and fall apart. So fixing this was very important. So I chiseled it out, I popped in a new piece of wood, glued it in nice and strong, and that has held remarkably well. And this little catch just slides back and forth like that. So this closes, this goes in, and it holds it down. If this wasn't repaired, it would just look like this. It would just pop up and down like that. And if it doesn't work, then when you close it, this whole thing just drops out. So you don't want that. So, you know, fixing this was a bit of a hassle, but I got there in the end. So now it latches and closes perfectly. So yeah, in summary, a beautiful mid-Victorian writing box, which I restored myself, which I wanted to make a short video about. So I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you have any questions about old writing boxes, feel free to ask questions or leave comments in the comments section below. Always happy to answer them if I can. Victorian writing boxes have been a passion of mine since childhood. I just love these things so much. I've got a small collection of them. You'll see the other videos featuring my other boxes elsewhere on my channel. Feel free to have a look, feel free to comment on them. So yeah, this is the latest addition to my collection. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to find out more, then there is a link to my blog in the description below this video, and you can click on that link to get a bit more information. Thank you.